Hey there! So as you probably saw on the title, I am currently in Slovakia. Well, I was in Slovakia. By the time this video comes out, I probably will be back in Spain. I came here to visit my boyfriend because he lives here. Honestly, I come here like once every couple months and I just really like it here. So yeah, I came here on Tuesday. I came in very late, so we didn't really do anything. We just chilled at home. And then the next day I had a very exciting appointment, which you probably saw. And I got my tattoo. This is my second tattoo. My first one is actually in the back of my neck, so you cannot really see it. But this one's more visible and it's already been like 6 days, so you can probably see it now. This little house. But yeah, I did that. And then after that, we spent some days in the countryside, specifically in Nitra, and then we've also visited a different village. I don't remember the name, but it's like one of those villages with the traditional Slovak houses. I probably put a couple of clips before this, so that was very exciting. It was very pretty. And now I'm finally getting to do one of my favorite things in Bratislava, which is going to Martinus. Now, if you don't know, Martinus is like chain bookstore here in Slovakia. So basically how Barnes & Noble is in the US and how Casa del Libro is in Spain. So I'm very excited. This one specifically, I really like their English section. Big. It's so big. It's amazing. It has a great selection. It has newly released books. It has a lot of classics, including like the Penguin Clothbound classics. It's just great. And then in the second floor, there is a coffee shop. So I think me and my boyfriend are gonna have a little, coffee date at the bookstore. But yeah, I thought, well, since I have not been recording that much here because, I've been wanting to spend time with my boyfriend, maybe I can take you guys with me to the bookstore in Slovakia, in case you've never seen it. But yeah, also I'm very excited because, as I said, it's been like 6 days, so I finally was able to put out the sticker of my tattoo. And it's very hot outside. It's like 26 degrees, but it's cloudy. It's cloudy, which means that I have no issue wearing a short sleeve because I cannot put like direct sun on it. So that's very exciting. But yeah, I have my little Shakespeare and Company bag here. I'm mostly just bringing, my wallet, a lipstick, and this very cute hair clip that I found the other day. It's a bow. I'm bringing the tote bag because I don't usually like getting bags from bookstores or places really, or any store. So I know I'm gonna get at least a book, so I have this with me. Oh, now before we go into the bookstore, I have 2 books that I'm looking for, which depending on whether they are in the bookstore I will be getting or I will be getting different ones. But the 2 ones that I'm looking for specifically are A Tempest of Tea and the reappearance of Rachel Price. Those are the books that I'm looking for. Let's see if I actually get them. Hello again. So we are back from the bookstore. Honestly, I generally just love that bookstore so much. The English selection is so big. Also the little coffee shop in the second place. Also very cute and very nice coffees too. But yeah, I did end up buying books, so let's talk about them. I ended up not getting either a Tempest of Tea or the Reappearance of Richard Price because they just didn't have them in the store, which was a little bit of a bummer, not gonna lie, but I still got some very nice books. Oh, I think I never showed you, I actually got this book. I actually got this book at the airport, and that is Strong Female Character by Fern Brady. For some reason, I had this book saved on my Goodreads, except I don't know where I got it from. Maybe it's one of my friends in Goodreads. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know where it came from, but that's fine. This book is a non-fiction. I'm pretty sure it's a memoir, and it's about this woman that was diagnosed with autism later in life, so I'm gonna guess in her 30s or so. And I don't know, I just feel like memoirs are always so interesting, especially from people that I don't know. I don't know who Fern Brady is, if I'm completely honest, but even though I think it is common knowledge that, you know, autism presents itself differently in women than it does in men, it is still so hard for the medical field, the medical people, to acknowledge that and actually, you know, do something about it, actually try it, and, you know, come up with new ways of diagnosing women earlier. Yeah, I'm very excited to read this one, and I got this one at the airport. Yeah. And then at the actual bookstore at Martinez, I got Bittersweet. And please don't tell me this cover is beautiful. Yeah, so Bittersweet, How to Turn Sorrow into Creativity, Beauty, and Love. I have been looking for more books that deal with grief and how to deal with it, how to put it towards things that are not necessarily productive, but creative, just kind of how to engage with your grief and try to move on. I think I've spoken about it maybe in 1 or 2 videos. My mom passed away recently, so I feel like lately I've been drawn and I've been trying to find more books that deal with that, with grief, without it necessarily being a memoir, because I know there's a good couple of memoirs that deal with losing a close one out there. Like the ones that came to my mind are Crying in H Mart or the Year of Magical Thinking, I think it's called. I'm trying to look for something not so, I feel, heart-wrenching. I think this might be a better book for me right now since it's still quite recent for me. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. Also, I've mentioned that this is a non-fiction too. And then the other book that I got is Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abike-Yimide. I have not read Ace of Spades, mostly because I don't know, I said I was gonna read it, but then it just never happened, and I was also not vibing that much with the synopsis. I do think it's a book that people should read, I just haven't gotten the chance to do it. So when she announced this one, I was actually very intrigued by the synopsis. I don't know, there's something about stories about girls in boarding school that they really bring out the horrors of girlhood and the horrors that girls can commit, which I think is always very interesting because, you know, growing up, I feel like most books were like, oh, these girls are nice, these girls are talking about boys and stuff like that, and this one's like, no, these girls are murderers. I don't know, I feel like that's something that I'm very interested in. I do recommend looking at the trigger warnings because I did not look at them. And then I opened the book, and there's a whole square here talking about the trigger warnings, and I should have read them because one of the trigger warnings is grief and death of family members, including parents. So we'll see how bad it is. Yeah. Also, I love how these bookstore always gives you little bookmarks. They're very cute. They are in Slovak, but that's fine. They're easy Slovak. Yeah. So yeah, these two are the books that I got at that bookstore at Martinez. And then Even though my boyfriend says that I always go crazy, that I always get so many books in the bookstore, he also got books. Like, he got 2 books too. So I'm not the only one in this relationship that is obsessed with books. I do have to say his selection is very different than mine. They're both in Slovak, but this one is, obviously they're both non-fiction. This one is about the war in Ukraine and like its history. And then this one is about the financial crash of 2008. So yeah, he's more of a non-fiction history and finance person, but you know, that's fine, I still love him. Yeah, that was my mini book haul. That was my little trip to the bookstore and some snippets of how the days here in Slovakia have been. I hope you enjoyed them. Hopefully I will get the hang of doing more vlogs in the future. I feel like as of right now it's very anxiety inducing to record while I'm outside. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I think it might be a very short one, but if you stayed until here, thank you so much. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. I would love that. See you in the next one. Bye!